welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel if you're one of the small but growing number of subscribers and viewers. I'm Bill, your host, with another episode of Umpteenth Time Hearing, where I'm slowly building this catalog of some lesser-known artists, obscure songs, a few more well-known artists with just some lesser-known music of theirs. All songs that are, for me, by and large, my umpteenth time hearing songs from decades ago, and just trying to hope that, well, not trying to hope, I am hoping that some of these will be your first time hearing some new music. If you're familiar with a particular week's artists, you should go check out some of my other videos. I can almost guarantee you'll find someone that you haven't heard before, and that's because I'm choosing a wide variety of music, and not just from alternative college radio of the day, but other sources as well, just songs that people might never have heard of otherwise. And this week, I'm on week 3 of 3 weeks running of some more lighthearted music that generally ties into gender issues on some level. And after a couple of weeks of more sort of folk-oriented sounds, we're kicking it up a notch this week, both in terms of the sound and the music and the beat, as well as the humor involved. And the humor involved in it, that it's kicked up a notch, is no big surprise, because this week's artist is also a very well-known and respected comedian and comic actress. And that's in addition to the music that she's done. I'm talking here about Julie Brown and her song, "'Cause I'm a Blonde." Now, as an actress, she got to start, her first role was in television. She's done both television and film, but her first was in television way back in the days of Happy Days, with a guest appearance on one of those episodes. And then getting her breakthrough in film in the 1980 Clint Eastwood orangutan buddy comedy, Any Which Way You Can. It was right at that time that she was discovered by and became friends with Lily Tomlin, not the worst of allies to have in that industry if you're trying to break through as a comedian. And Lily Tomlin then cast her in her 1981 film, The Incredible Shrinking Woman, and Julie Brown's career just took off from there. Lots and lots of roles in television and film, worked with MTV back in the day in the 80s, but not the Julie Brown you're thinking of if you know MTV. I'll get to that in a second. And her most notable film project, as it ties into this week's show, would be 1988's Earth Girls Are Easy, featuring Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. Now, Julie Brown was also in that movie, and in addition to acting in the film, she co-wrote that and co-produced it. It's based on a song of hers of the same title, Earth Girls Are Easy, very loosely based on that song, a song which appeared on the same 5-song EP as "'Cause I'm a Blonde." Now, I mentioned her somewhat limited musical output in addition to her film career. Her music got started in '83 with a standalone single, "I Like 'Em Big and Stupid," with its classic B-side, "Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun." I'll talk about that more a bit after we listen to her music. And then in 1984, as I mentioned, her 5-song EP, she took those 2 songs from the single on the A side, and the B side had 3 songs, "Will I Survive the 80s," and then the 2 I've mentioned already, "'Cause I'm a Blonde" and "Earth Girls Are Easy." And then she put out her first full-length LP in 1987 with another one in 2010, her second and, that I'm aware of, last piece of music. Now, I don't want to get too far into all of her different television and music. It's probably time to just go right ahead and listen to the song. Don't forget that, as always, the lyrics to the song, if you'd like to follow along, are posted down below. Although if you don't know this song, don't peek. Just listen and be prepared to laugh. If you are down in those comments, please feel free to add your comments on the artist, the song, or the idea of the program. Click that subscribe button, and I really appreciate that like button, of course, too. And then don't forget to ring the notification bell if you want to hear about upcoming programs. There's always going to be something different. I generally try and steer clear of the same type of music. A few weeks in a row, I did a couple stretches here with some similar, but by and large, like whatever type of music you're hearing one week, you're going to hear something completely different the next. But for now, let's focus on this week's program. It's time for Julie Brown with "'Cause I'm a Blonde." Enjoy.
Yeah, yeah. was it? Okay, don't tell me. Oh yeah, okay. Duck Magnum Duck! Cause I'm a blonde, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a blonde, yeah, yeah, yeah. I took an IQ test and I flunked it, of course. I can't spell BW, but I got a Porsche. Cause I'm a blonde, B-L-A-N-D. Cause I'm a blonde, don't you wish you were me? I just want to say that being chosen as this month's Miss August is like a compliment I'll remember for as long as I can. Right now I'm a freshman in my 4th year at UCLA, but my goal is to become a veterinarian because I love children. Cause I'm a blonde, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause we're a blonde, yeah, yeah, yeah. Girls think I'm snotty and maybe it's true. With my hair and body, you would be too. Cause I'm a blonde, B-L, I don't know. Cause I'm a blonde, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a blonde, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a blonde, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, Cause I'm a Blonde was released in 1984, the same year that the MTV Music Video Awards debuted on the station. And now this song wasn't nominated for a single award, but let me tell you, if there had been a category for funniest camp pop bubblegum music video, it definitely would have taken the statue. The song did get a lot of airplay on the Dr. Demento show of the era. And then also around that time, Julie Brown did have her own program on MTV called Just Say Julie. Now, also of this era, early 80s, when MTV debuted in 81 on through most of the 80s, being a video jockey on MTV got you a little bit of cult celebrity status amongst the teen crowd. Everyone had their favorites. Well, one of the popular video jockeys of that era was Julie Brown. So when this Julie Brown had her own MTV show, she went by Eastside Julie Brown, or more commonly Miss Julie Brown, just to avoid any confusion. One final note on a bit of a more serious note regarding one of her other big hits, Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun. Now, I can still look at that song and look at the video and laugh. And certainly if you can put yourself in the context of the 1980s in the world or the country as it was then, it's some funny stuff. It's just really kind of sad and unfortunate that the society in our country has changed around gun violence and such that this is like too real for a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with what Julie Brown did. It just, society has changed in this way in an unfortunate manner. No real point to that other than that's kind of sucks. But getting back to the lighter mode of things, next week on the program, we've got two artists who worked together for a number of albums in the late 80s into 1990 that they just never cared if they offended anyone at all. It didn't matter what day it was. It's outrageous vocals, a unique style, and I'm going to be able to tie the song of theirs that we'll be listening to into both this program and last week's Nick Lowe program. So I'll explain all of that next week, but for now, thanks so much for watching. As always, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Have yourselves a great day. Bye now.